Welcome back, and still with you with our episode of Market Insights, and to discuss more the recent developments in the Egyptian market, as well as the increase of foreign investments in Egyptian markets and Egyptian industries. We're delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for this evening, Dr. Shaimaa Wagih, our economic analyst. Dr. Shaimaa, it's a very good evening to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for your time and for joining us this evening on Market Insights. Now, Doctor, let's talk a bit about the positive impact that we've seen regarding recent investments in Egypt and foreign direct investments, specifically affecting Egyptian shares and the stock market indices. As we've seen today, the EGX 30, 70 and EGX 100 all closed positive with gains.
Recent investment has improved market confidence and increasing liquidity in the foreign exchange market. As more local and foreign investors return, stock market share have shown stronger performance. This reflects growing confidence in Egypt's economic reform, better macroeconomic stability, and improving business opportunities. A stronger stock market also helped companies raise capital to finance expansion and create new jobs.
Indeed. Now, Doctor, of course, there's other data, of course, besides shares that reflects how more investors are being attracted to Egyptian markets, specifically Arab and foreign investors in different new economic sectors, for example, industries, real estate development, etc. How important do you see the diversification in the market and the attraction of foreign investors in different sectors?
There are several positive indicators beyond the stock market. Foreign direct investment is improving, especially in manufacturing, renewable energy, logistics, tourism, and real estate. We also see growth in industrial license, a new factory, investment, infrastructure project, and public-private partnership.
Yes.
These indicators show that investment is becoming more diversifications across different sectors of the economy.
Indeed. You mentioned the issue of public-private partnerships, and this is a very important aspect of investment, and specifically large-scale investments. How important do you see public-private partnerships and how they've branched out into different sectors into the Egyptian market?
Egypt offers several competitive advantages. These include strategic geographical locations, access to regional and international markets through free trade agreements, investment initiatives in priority sectors, competitive labor costs, continuous improvement in infrastructure and digital service. In addition, we can talk about recent reform have simplified license procedures and improved the investment opportunities, making Egypt more attractions for international investors.
Indeed, Doctor, this actually leads me to my next question, which is that of the golden license. This is an incentive by the Egyptian state, the golden license, to speed up the procedure of setting up shop, so to speak, in Egypt and starting your trade operations. How do you see these incentives and the issue of the golden license? How has it sped up investment opportunities and the performance of the Egyptian market as a whole?
It will affect more positive, especially geopolitical tensions have created the challenges, especially for the Suez Canal revenues due to disruption in global shipping routes. They have also increased transportation, insurance costs, and created uncertainty of international markets. However, the Egyptian economy has shown resilience through economic reforms, diversification, a source of foreign currency, and the continuous investment in productive sectors, which helps reduce the impact of these external shocks.
Yes. Doctor, what incentives are being offered by the Egyptian government to foreign investors in Egypt?
More facilities, more license procedures has improved, investment environment has provided in Egypt, and also attractive for international investors to invest in Egypt, especially for freelancers or marketing for the economy, and high reserve for economics related to Egypt.
And how important are foreign investments with regards to the Egyptian economy as a whole? We are talking about investors that come and start their industries or investment projects in Egypt, providing job opportunities for Egyptians, as well as allowing for technological transfer as well between Egypt and other countries?
Yes, Egypt's economy is moving toward greater stability and more diversification, sustainability, structures, reform, encourage private sector participations and attractions for high-quality investment will remain the key drivers of the sustainable economy growth in the coming years.
Doctor, let's talk a bit about some of the strategic sectors with regards to foreign investments in Egypt. For example, renewable energy. This is a very important sector, manufacturing as well as logistics, etc. How do you see these certain sectors as attractive sectors to attract investors to Egypt?
Direct investment is improving, especially in manufacturing and renewable energy, as you said, logistics, tourism, and real estate. We also see growth in industrial license, new factory investment, infrastructure project. So we will attract a lot of investors outside Egypt to invest in new fields, like especially renewable energy. As a new trend, and banks in Egypt give more facilities related to renewable energy, and the country make more expansion in energy, especially renewable energy and electricity. This will be the more opportunity in futures related to this industry, as it is or it will return a very high impact and capital or intensive capital to Egypt. So in next time or in the future, we will focus in new manufacturing, especially related to renewable energy, logistics related to Suez Canal, more technology. This will be the trend and will be the focus in Egypt in the future.
Indeed, and we can't of course forget, with regards to renewable energy sources, green hydrogen, which has also become a focal point for investments in Egypt.
It will take very capitals in Egypt, and it will take very budget in Egypt. So the government will encourage energy and president, and we already have a lot of agreements with another country to provide these sectors and to support these sectors, and banking sectors already focus in this industry and give it a lot of facilities. And we have a lot of partnership between companies to support the new channels in the economy.
Right, we'll leave it at that. We've run out of time. I'd like to thank you very, very much, our dear guest, Dr. Shaimaa Wagih, our economic expert. Many thanks, ma'am, for your time and for joining us this evening on our episode.